Good afternoon, baseball fans. Welcome here to Neenah as we have a matchup in the Fox Valley Association between the Oshkosh West Wildcats and your Neenah Rockets. My name is Mike Wellen, Trevor Zaleski on the production this afternoon here on Zaleski Sports. As the Rockets looking to get back into the win column, they've dropped their last two on Saturday against Hortonville. As they take on West today, they'll be at they'll be taking on Kaukauna tomorrow, Appleton North on Friday, and Appleton West on Saturday. For Oshkosh West, they are coming off 3 in a row. The last win, May 17th against Menasha. They fell to Oshkosh North last week, 6-2, under Coach Tony Gerhardt. But now, as we jump in, as the coaches meet at home plate with the umpires, time for your starting lineups here. Again, once again on Zaleski Sports. We'll start with Oshkosh West in their blue uniforms, white pants, and names across the back. For West, leading off and playing second base, number 9, Mason Friend. Batting second in center field, number 17, Mason Rohr. Batting third and doing the catching, number 18, Ben Beering. Hitting cleanup and playing left field, number 4, Aiden Burnt. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 13, Cole Krieger. He is DHing for pitcher, number 7, Colton Turpey. Batting eighth, playing first base, wearing number 5, Xavier Gauthier. And hitting ninth and playing shortstop, number 6, Zach Rebholz. Again, for Oshkosh West, it is Friend, Rohr, Beering, Burnt, Krieger, Block, Martell, Gauthier, and Rebholz, with Turpey on the mound. And for the Neenah Rockets, under Coach Jack Tashner, leading off and playing shortstop, number 3, Chase Hanselman. Hitting second at third base, number 2, Jaden Hackbarth. Hitting third, playing first base, number 35, Graydon Tashner. Hitting cleanup in left field, number 4, Eli Schmidt. Batting fifth at second base, number 5, Peyton Miller. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 50, Brady Frost. He's DHing for starting pitcher, number 14, Jaden Karstens. Batting seventh in right field, number 17, Peyton McClowry. He's in right field. Batting eighth in center, number 63, Evan Paik. And hitting ninth, doing the catching, number 22, Max Madrano. So again, for Neenah, it is Hanselman, Hackbarth, Tashner, Schmidt, Miller, and Frost, McClowry, Paik, and Madrano, with Karstens on the mound for the Rockets. Rockets coming in at 6-4 overall, 5-3 in the conference. They're third place in the FVA, behind Hortonville and Kimberly. Oshkosh West is 2-11, 1-7 in conference. They are 10th in the FVA. As Neenah, their last win was back on Thursday. They beat Fond du Lac in a great performance, 7-0 behind Tashner, going 6 innings and striking out 11 before falling in back-to-back games against Hortonville in a conclusion of a darkness game on Friday and then Saturday, 10-4. For Oshkosh West, they dropped to Fond du Lac on the 18th, 16-0. Appleton North, the 20th, 11-0, and on Friday at Oshkosh North, 6-2. As they get the lineups out there today. So that being said, we will take a quick break here on Zaleski Sports. We'll be back with the warm-ups and the opening pitch here from Neenah right after this on your high school home for sports, Zaleski Sports.
When you get moving again, be safe and ready to go. Use your stimulus or tax return to save up to $150 on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires at Sherrill Tire and Service Center.
Get your car done right.
When you have a house full of kids, your water consumption is through the roof. But when the kids move out, the water usage goes down. But how long are they really gone for? With high-efficiency systems made by WaterCare, Maher Water Corporation can roll with any size-changing families. So call us today so we can help you with those water use issues. The laundry is still up to you.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1-2-3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1-2-3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
Ball worked around, higher, launches a 3, got it.
So a good win for Mosinee tonight.
Ty Pankratz picks it. Simone at first in time. And the Stratford Tigers are state champions.
The Wisconsin Rapids Assumption Royals are your Division 5 state champions.
Small Williams, Jay Slag Daddy, first Slag Kazakage, letting y'all know, running back for the Green Bay Packers, that I am in the house.
At Superior High School, where we have a beautiful facility, artificial turf. This ballpark, relatively new, built.
You belong in your home!
I'm in the house.
Today's broadcast for the Eau Claire North Huskies, number 2, averaging 22.2 points per game. 3:22 into the game, and we see Whitewater's Ken Larson make his way in for the touchdown. And we have with us former Amherst Falcon, former Wisconsin Badger, Tyler Biadasz. Tyler, thanks for joining us.
Broadcasting live from Neenah, it is the Rockets and the Wildcats here in the Fox Valley Association this afternoon. Final throwdown from Max Medrano, and we're set for baseball with Karstens taking the start. He is coming in. I do not have enough stats from the Hortonville game, so coming into those games, he 2-0 with a 1.08 earned run average. He was stellar in the first game I saw with him against Appleton North in that 4-3 win. He'll be facing Mason Friend to start things off. And miss inside. Friend in their conference games in the FVA, Friend hitting 150, 3 for 20. Right-handed hitter with that wide open stance, playing second base. And he'll rip one to left field. That's going to drop for a leadoff single. That's going to boost the batting average quickly in conference play, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Mason Rohr. Rohr coming in, hitting 158 in conference games. He's scored a couple of runs, stolen 2 bases, leads the team in steals. Karstens again 2-0, 13 innings in those 2 games, 11 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 4 walks, 10 strikeouts. And he's got that bulldog mentality. That'll miss just in for ball 1. Right-handed hitter slightly open with the stance is Mason Rohr. And that'll go off the glove of Medrano and back, and that'll be advancing to second on the passed ball is Friend. Count now 2-0 on what was a few minutes ago an 80-degree Monday afternoon here for Rocket Baseball. But now a little bit of some early trouble. And there's strike 1 in the inner half. 2-1 the count now to Rohr. Ben Beering stands on deck. Wildcats with their wins against Menasha and Appleton West this season. Ground ball up the middle, ranging over. Hanselman bobbles it, and there will be no play as Rohr will reach. Trying to debate how to judge that one. It was a tough play behind the bag. Hanselman just couldn't quite get it out of his glove. I think that's an E6. I think if he feels it cleanly, he's going to get him at first. So first and third for Ben Beering. He's hitting 208, leads the team in conference play with 4 RBIs. We'll see if they put the runner in motion at first. Rohr again does have 2 stolen bases in the conference. And that one misses high. Early trouble for the Rockets. Runners at the corners with nobody out here in the top of the first. Karstens trying to work out of it. That's popped, fouling out a play down the first base side. Count now 1-1 to the Wildcat backstop. Standing on deck is their leading hitter in conference play, Aiden Burnt. Wind's calmed down a lot. Earlier it was blowing out to right. Slide step runner going, ground ball fair down the third base line. That's going to be an RBI single. And Oshkosh West is on the board on the 5th conference RBI from Ben Beering. Just past the diving Jaden Hackbarth. And he'll get courtesy run 4 with Preston Vaughn. Setting the defense for the Rockets, infield left or outfield left to right. Schmidt, Pake, and McClowry. Infield, Hackbarth, Hanselman, Miller, and Tashner with Medrano doing the catching for Karstens. Brady Frost will be the DH today. That's high and a little bit inside to Aiden Burnt. Burnt's hitting .304 in conference play, 7 of 23. Leading hitter among the regulars. That's going to be lined foul and out of play on the first base side. Two hits and an error so far here in the first. Runners at first and second. That's down the dirt. Good block. Throw back to second. And just back in time with a feet first slide is Rohr. Throw a little bit off, a little bit up the shortstop side, just a little bit. If it's more on the bag, I think Hanselman has him. But either way, a good idea, Medrano with a good strong throw. Count 2-1. Right back up the middle, and that's going to be a chuck and duck single. And they'll hold the runner, and now he's going to get sent as the ball's bobbled in center, and he will score. And E8 allows the run to score. Coach Repholz was holding, or Coach Gerhardt, I say, was holding the runner. But a little bit of a bobble allows him to score, and it's 2-0 on 3 hits. That'll bring up Cole Krieger, the DH. Krieger hitting 160. And no swing and a miss. That's down in the dirt with a curveball. Krieger is able to hold 1-1. Still nobody out. And there's been 3 hits and 2 errors. That last one was about 6 inches away from being a double play as Carson's almost was able to make the catch. May have ticked off his glove. That's popped up to shallow left. Hansman makes the call and the catch. Might have been an infield fly anyway, but either way, it's out number 1. I think the umpire had called the infield fly rule. Either way, 1 down for third baseman Brady Block. Block hitting 0-45 in conference play, 1 for 22. Rockets looking for a ground ball. Another one down there, Medrano there to block. Carson's has had to work a little bit, but they hasn't had a super high pitch count. A lot of these swings early in the count. That could help if he's able to get out of this and get a little bit of a groove going forward. That's popped up. Shallow center. Pick the call, pick the catch for out number 2. Routine fly ball and a couple of pop-ups. Gets 2 outs for Roman Martell. This team entirely upperclassmen on their roster, all seniors and juniors. Martell hit his old 9 in conference play. 7th hitter to come up this inning. 3 hits and a couple of errors, couple of runs in. That's high. Inside, just missed him. And that's 2-0. Carson's working inside, trying to jam these hitters a lot so far. Our biggest hit so far. Beering kept his hands in, ripped one down the line. Burnt went back up the middle with his. And there's a strike on the bender. Carson's does have some good secondary stuff. Very good breaking ball. And he's locating the fastball. He's very tough to hit. Strike 2. It's rolled foul down first. Tashner was hoping it was going to stay fair. Have an easy 3 unassisted. Either way, count stays 2-2 to the Wildcat right fielder. On what was a very warm, sunny day, which you could feel up in the bleachers about 20 minutes ago, it's turned to a beautiful afternoon. Wind now blowing to right. Inner half goes full, 3-2. Runners will be in motion on the relief, or once Carson starts his motion. Popped up. Foul ground, Madrano the call, and the catch to end the inning. So Carson's buckles down, retires the side, but Oshkosh West gets two runs on 3 hits. There were a couple of errors, and they leave 2. We've played a half inning. It is Oshkosh West 2 and the Neenah Rockets coming up on Zaleski Sports.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Bottom half of inning number 1 here from Neenah, and as Oshkosh West is out getting their warm-up tossed in, a quick reminder as well from our friends over at Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm's Garden Center is open, so pick up your annuals, your perennials, your shrubs, and your vegetables. Plus, make your yard look great with lawn fertilizers, tools, grass seed, power equipment, lawn mowers, and more. That's all at Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. On the mound for Oshkosh West, Colton Turpey. He is in conference play 0-3 with a 4.53 earned run average. He struck out 11 in his 17 innings of work. And he'll be facing Hanselman, Hackbarth, and Tashner, the top of the Rocket batting order. Hanselman hitting .333 this year, 7 RBIs. Tied for the team lead with 9 runs scored. And he'll take a strike. That's right back up the middle, off the glove of Turpey. He'll recover, throw, not in time. Leadoff single for Hanselman. No way that can be called an E1. That one was ripped right back at him. And that'll bring up Jaden Hackbarth, third baseman. He's hitting .308. Again, 9 runs scored for him. He leads the team with 4 doubles. Hanselman with a big lead. That's a line drive to the right center field gap, and that's going to get down. Making the play in center, they're going to send Hanselman, and there will be no throw. It's an RBI double. And just like that, it's 2-1. Good piece of hitting from Hackbarth. His 5th double of the year, 5th RBI. So bring up Graydon Tashner. Tashner, team leader in almost every category. He's hitting .500, 12 for 24. He's driven in 11. He'll take one high and tight. He'll swing and miss on that one. 1-1 the counts. That one curve, that hit him. That got the shoulder, so Tashner's aboard. She'll bring up Eli Schmidt. Schmidt hitting .409, driven in 5. Left-handed hitter. This is the way the wind's been shifting. It could be an ideal spot for the big lefty. Schmidt fourth on the team with 5 RBIs. That's inside. Outfield left to right for Oshkosh West is Burnton left, Rohr in center, Martell in right. Infield left to right, Block, Rebholz, Friend, and Gauthier, with Beering doing the catching for Turpey. That's slapped foul in. Into the road it goes. Plenty of youngsters here is helping to chase down these foul balls. It's a good crowd slowly working their way around as well. Ground ball to second, could be 2. And it's bobbled and everybody's safe on the E4. Just trying to go a little bit too fast on that one. Friend can't handle it. Trying to turn 2, and now the bases are loaded for Peyton Miller. Miller hitting .308. Miller, the talented freshman on this team, takes one high. Rockets trying to tie the game here. Bases loaded, nobody out, bottom of the first. Line driver right to third, and that'll be caught by Block. The definition of an atom ball. And Miller's retired. We'll bring up Brady Frost, the DH. Brady's hitting .294 this year. A couple of doubles. Rocky's looking for another one of those right now. That's popped foul and just over our head. That might have been going right at me if I had hit the pipe. So that's down. One of the best things as well with where we're seated, I can hear the umpire calling where the pitch is missing. You have a good idea of what his zone's going to be today. That's rolled foul to the on-deck circle, 1-2. Turpie trying to get a big strikeout here. Ground ball to third. That's a force play, and it's a double play. What a play by Block at third. He records all 3 outs, and the inning is over. So the Rockets do get a run. They leave 2 on 2 hits. There was an error and 2 left aboard. We've played 1 complete. It's 2-1 Oshkosh West.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Our nice weather is precious. Don't let mosquitoes stop your family from enjoying a minute of it. Prepare, prevent, and protect with Mosquito Escape. Call or click today.
Top half of inning number 2 is a truly unique double play that I'm pretty sure I've never seen. That happened back at the bottom of the first. Ground ball right to Block, who made a nice play. Hackbarth was not, I don't know if he forgot the bases were loaded or what exactly happened, but he hesitated. And for the plate on a force play, he gets tagged out. And then Block hustling is able to get the force at third as well. So it is a 5 unassisted double play that ended the first and limits the Rockets to a single run. Now here's the 8-hitter, Xavier Gauthier. He's hitting nothing. He's 0 for 7 as he takes a strike on the outside corner. Playing first base today. It's going to be Gauthier, Rep Holds in the top of the order with Friend. Runs out of that 9 spot. That's inside. Carson's losing his hat. Jaden Carson's with a head of lettuce that hockey players will be very proud of. There's a ground ball pulled fair to third, and there will be no throw. It's an infield single. Ball just stayed on the grass, stayed fair, and there was no play. So Repholds reaches, will bring up the top of the order. Friend singled and scored back in the first. Runner on now. 4th hit allowed as a throwback to first. He's back with a dive. And there he takes a strike. Rockets looking for a ground ball. That's down, 1-1. Another curveball down. Good block by Max Medrano back there. 2-1 the count. Prime hit and run spot. Coach Gerhardt's giving the signs out over at third base. Throw back to first, safe with a dive. Line drive, base hits. So Friends 2 for 2. Fifth hit allowed so far for Carsons will bring up Rory. He reached on an error, scored on an error. Again, Rockets looking for a ground ball. Very good defensive infield. Strike one on the outside corner. That's just down 1-1. Trying to backdoor the curveball in the inside corner. Popped up. And nobody calls it. It drops. It'll go to a fielder's choice, 9-5. So Rockets catch a break as it originally was multiple guys calling each other off and it dropped. McClary, though, quick heads up play, get it to third. And Hackbarth there to get the force, and that'll bring up Ben Beering. He's 1 for 1, an RBI single. Back in the first 2 outs, first and second. That's down in the dirt. Medrano smothers it. And that one's down as well. 2-0 to the Wildcat catcher. That's popped foul out of play right behind home plate. He's trying to take that one to right, inside out swing. Cardinals seems to be trying to get them to ground it over to Hackbarth at third. That's popped foul again. That time was the outside half. Count 2-2. Carson's trying to get out of this strike away, and time is called. Go through the signs one more time. That's popped up. Peyton Miller makes the call, and the catch, and the inning is over. So the Rockets escape damage, no runs on 2 hits. There is 2 runners left to board as well. We've played an inning and a half. It is 2-1 in favor of Oshkosh West on Zaleski Sports.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Bottom half of inning number 2 for the Neenah Rockets, trying to get that game tied back up. And as they do, a quick reminder as well from our friends who are over with Josh Carter and State Farm, asking where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates. That's at the Josh Carter State Farm Agency. Josh and his team at State Farm, your one-stop shop in the Fox Valley for the service you deserve at the price that you want, so stop looking around. State Farm agent Josh Carter is ready to help, so call 920-722-4277. Again, 920-722-4277 for your surprisingly great rates today, because like a good neighbor, Josh Carter and State Farm is there. Bottom of the order up for the Rockets here in the second, McClowry, Paik, and Medrano. Against Colton Turpey. Turpey, he was able to get out of that inning with a line drive out and then an unassisted double play, all at third base, made by Brady Block. Peyton McClowry stepping in. He's hitting .222 this year, so cut through that one. McClowry's 2 of 9. He's driven in a couple. Playing right field. And he'll cut through that one, a little bit off balance. 0-2 the count. That's a fly ball to center. On the run, the call, the catch, and out number 1 is made. That play made by Rohr. She'll bring up Evan Paik, center fielder. Evan Paik hitting .250 this year, 4 of 16, driven in 3. Scored a couple of runs on last Thursday against Fond du Lac as a courtesy runner for Tasher, who was pitching, as that's high and tight. Evan will duck out of the way. And he'll pop one up. That's just over us, and will work its way back toward the tree line. 1-1. That's a fly ball to left. That's going to carry, but able to recover and make the catch out in the left was Burnt. The ball caught him off guard. It carried a little further than he thought. That'll bring up Max Medrano, the catcher. Max this year hitting .194 of 21. Had a big hit in the late innings against Fond du Lac to get a rally going. And he'll take a strike. Turpey looking for a quick inning. That one stayed up. It's a little bit too late, and it's ball 1. John trying to reach for the top of the order. That's outside. Oshkosh West with a couple of runs in the first. Lead this one 2-1 here in the second. And that one's a little bit up as well. 3-1. Veteran backstop work in the count. And he'll draw a walk. First walk of the day for the Rockets. And we'll see who they're going to send a run for him. Looks to be Carter Thomas will go and run. That'll bring up Hanselman. Chase singled and scored back in the first. He had a line drive rocket right off the glove of Turpey, who almost made a self-defense catch, but it rolled off just off toward the third base side. He couldn't quite make the throw in time. Curveball catches the inside corner. That's high. Throwback to first. Diving back safely is Thomas. Hamlin's been one of the old school players rocking the stirrups this season. Don't see that very often in any level of baseball. Brings a sense of nostalgia back out there. That's down in the dirt, blocked well. Thomas, good size, leads at first as Hansman a little bit late on that one, trying to take it to right field, and it's 2-2. Runner going, and Hansman having to fight, stay alive. He does. And if that ball wouldn't have been a strike, Thomas would be able to walk to second base. But as it is, Hansman having to protect with the 2 strikes, fights it off and lives to see another one. That was a walking lead, and he was off way early. That's down. Count goes full. Both pitchers really close. They're around the zone, just not quite in it completely every time. A lot of close takes, some really good eyes so far at the plate from both teams so far. Full count. That's popped up shallow right center. The call just beyond the infield dirt is made, and the inning is over. So no runs on no hits and a walk, and they leave a runner. We've played 2. It's Oshkosh West 2 and Neenah nothing.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Getting set for inning number 3. Carson's back out for his 3rd inning of work. He's given up 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned so far. We'll be facing 4, 5, and 6 in the Wildcat batting order. Aiden Burton leads things off. He's singled. Back in the first, it did drive in a run, but thanks to an error, there was no RBI. And he'll take strike 1. The sun peeks back out. That one's fouled off. Hits a tree. Everyone was looking when those fouls go off at cars driving down toward the softball diamond in the tennis courts. We'll bring up Cole Krieger. Krieger popped up to short. Again, Rockets back in action tomorrow. They'll be taking on Kaukauna. That's a fly ball to right. McClowry camps under it, makes the catch slightly into the gap for out number 2. Fly to center. His first time up. 0 for 1 today. That's down. The fastball evens count 1-1 to the Wildcat third baseman, who's had a great game defensively so far. They're saying he didn't go and it was inside. 2-1. That's down 3-1. Strike 2 called. Block had a foot out of the box. He was getting ready to take his way down to first. Inning over. We'll have to, they're saying the play was made. And Tashner will go and secure the strikeout. So 2-3 on the putout, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rocket defense. We've played 2.5. It's still 2-1 Oshkosh West.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Bottom half of inning number 3, and as Turpie takes his, taking his warm-up toss, a quick reminder from our friends over at the Advanced Spine Center of Wisconsin. They are the Fox River Valley's ambulatory surgery center. The Advanced Spine Center of Wisconsin has 2 operating rooms. They specialize in narrow spine procedures, pain management, and total hip and knee replacement. With 3 overnight suites, the Advanced Spine Center of Wisconsin will make your stay comfortable, so visit Advanced Spine Center of Wisconsin on Facebook today. 2, 3, and 4 for the Rockets in their batting order stepping in. It'll be Jane Hackberg leading things off, an RBI double back in the first. As he will pop one to shallow right. Calling the catch, and 1 pitch, 1 out for Colton Turpie. Catch made out there by Roman Martell. Now here's Tashner. He was hit by a pitch in the first. Took a curveball off that front shoulder. And he'll take strike 1. Line drive to the gap in right center. That's going to be down for a base hit. Good job by Rohr to go get in the gap and bring it in, holding Tashner to a single. But Graydon stays swinging a hot bat. He's got his first hit today to bring up Eli Schmidt. Eli reached on an error. Back in the first. He's 0 for 1 today. Block playing in on the grass at third. That's high and away. That's a fly ball to shallow left center, long run, and that's going to drop. For a 1-out single. Back-to-back hits. We'll bring up Peyton Miller.
Now batting second baseman, number 5, Peyton Miller.
Miller in terms of pure velocity, may have the hardest hit ball of the day. He lined out to third back in the first. Big looping curveball drops in for a strike. One now as that one goes high and in with a fastball. Back-to-back hits from Tashner and Schmidt puts runners at first and second with 1 out here in the third. Rockets trying to get that tying run across. That's down and blocked. By Beering. That's back in the dirt and picked again on the backhand. 3-1 the count. Rockies did have the bases loaded in the first. Got a run across. And that's a walk. Second walk of the day. And now here's Brady Frost. Frost Grounded into fly ball to center. Roar the catch, and it's over his head. One run is in. They're going to send the runner. 2 runs will score. On an E8. Roar looked like he was camped under that, and the ball just kept going. And we'll give him 1 RBI on the play. And the Rockets take the lead, 3-2. Now McClowry up with the runners on second and third, as that breaking ball goes over for a strike on the outer half. What a bizarre couple of plays involving Brady Frost at the plate today. High pop-up. Colin, and that's dropped. Miller scores 4-2 now. That's dropped by Repholz, his 10th error in conference play. So now here comes Evan Paik with 2 on and 1 out. And that's going to get into left for a base hit. And that's going to bring in another run. Frost will score. So now 5-2, a 4-run third, as that'll bring up Medrano. 6 straight Rockets have reached on 3 hits, a walk, and a couple of errors. So we'll have a coaches meeting with Colton Turpey. So 3 of these runs so far unearned. So he's given up 5 runs, 2 earned today. There's been 3 Wildcat errors in the game. This meeting is adjourned from Coach Scott Morrison. Now here's Max Medrano. He drew a walk back in the second. 8th Rocket to hit this inning. 4 runs in. And that's down. Remember, this all started with a first pitch flyout. And 2 hits and a walk, a couple of errors, and then another hit from Paik. That's popped foul. Hardest of the ball is probably Frost's fly ball that carried over Roar's head and he couldn't handle. Snap throw back to first and then with a dive is Evan Paik. 2-1 to Medrano. Hanselman stands on deck. That's down. And it goes 3-1. Ground ball to second, could be 2, 4, 6, and there will be no return. Or the return is late, I should say, and he's safe, so a fielder's choice. Gets McClowry to third. With 2 down, so Thomas will check in to run as Hanselman up. He's 1 for 2 today. Chase singled and scored back in the first, grounded out to second, or popped up to second, I should say. Chase making his third appearance already at the plate here in the third inning. 9th batter to hit here in the third. And there's going to be tennis. That's in the gap. That's going to drive in a run. Thomas on his way to third, throw, and safe. Diving with the head first play is Thomas. So the RBI single for Hanselman. He takes second on the throw. So here comes Hackbarth. He started this inning. Well, they fly out to right. Second and third. 5 runs in. That's outside. Hanging curveball, he's high, fly ball to center. And it's caught out there. A little bit of a bobble, but Rohr makes the play. And the inning is over. But the Rockets strike with 5 runs on 4 hits. There were a couple of Wildcat errors, and they leave 2. So we've played 3. It is now 6-2 in favor of the Neenah Rockets.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right. Free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today. Roof Tech LLC specializes in commercial roof coatings and spray foam. Roof Tech also services the entire state of Wisconsin. That's right, from La Crosse to Milwaukee, Eau Claire to Green Bay, Superior, Marshfield, Kenosha, Madison, Sheboygan, and everywhere in between. Roof Tech uses superior systems that can fully restore just about any roof in Wisconsin. Roof Tech is offering modern solutions for your roof's data dilemmas. See Roof Tech online at rooftechllc.com or Roof Tech LLC on Facebook.
We head to the 4th after that big 5er inning for the Rockets again. Those 5 runs on 4 hits with a couple of errors. For the game, Neenah, 6 runs on 6 hits. They've committed 2 errors and have left 5 on base. Through 3 for Oshkosh West, 2 runs on 5 hits. They've got 3 errors. They've left 4 on base. It'll be the bottom of the order stepping in. Martell to lead things off. Right fielder popped up and foul ground to Medrano. Back in the first. Carsons has settled down. He's retired his last 4. A couple of strikeouts back in the third. There's a swing and a miss. Martel Gauthier and Reb Holtz due up. As he's late on that one, another swing and a miss. This would be big if Carsons puts up a quick 0 here. Keeps the momentum squarely in favor of the Rockets. Trying to hit that inside corner just low. Check swing, he went around, but Drowns gets to secure it. He does, and he throws him out. So 3 of the last 4 have gone down via the punch out. Now bring up Xavier Gauthier. He grounded out to short his first time up. And he misses down and in with a fastball. I'm starting to wish I'd kept a running tally of how many times the hat has flown off of the head of Jaden Carsons. As that one's down. Got to be approaching double digits at this point. but it hasn't affected his pitching outside of the first 4 hitters of the day. He's been solid. He's been and really strong in the last inning and a third. There's a strike on the outside corner. Out there, stance slightly closed. Chops one to third. Backhand play by Hackbarth. Strong throw in time for out number 2. Made the play on the backhand. Slings it across to Tashner. We'll bring up Repholz. Zach Repholz singled back in the second. Was thrown out from right field on a force play. On a pop-up that had dropped. It's an infield single as he waves at that one for strike 1. Strike 2 inside corner. Carson's looking to get another perfect inning. Ground ball to short. Big hop, off balance, throw in time, and it's a 1-2-3 inning again for the Rocket defense. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left aboard. Half of this game is done. 3.5 in the book. 6-2 in favor of Neenah.
When you get moving again, be safe and ready to go. Use your stimulus or tax return to save up to $150 on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. At Sherrill Tire and Service Center.
Get your car done right.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
Bottom half of the 4th coming up. Turpie taking his warm-up tosses, and as he does, a reminder from our friends over at Plexus. They're headquartered here in Neenah, and they have locations throughout the world. Plexus's vision is to help create the products that build a better world. From healthcare devices to airplanes to industrial technologies, Plexus partners with companies. They bring complex ideas to life. They also ask, are you drawn to technology and they're looking for development and advancement? Plexus is growing, and they want to talk to you. Plexus is looking for production associates, technicians, engineers, and various other positions. So go to www.plexus, that is plexus.com, to learn more today. Here in the 4th, it's going to be Tashner, Schmidt, and Miller. Tashner 1 for 1. He singled back in the 3rd, got that big rally going, was hit by a pitch also in the 1st as he cuts through a high fastball for strike 1. So far, 6 runs on 6 hits. 2 of them earned for Turpie as that one misses for a ball. That's outside. 2-1 to the first baseman, Graydon Tashner. That one's down as well. Ground ball to 3rd. Gets by, throw to short, not in time, infield hit. For Tashner, he's now 2 for 2. That'll bring up Eli Schmidt. He's 1 for 2. He's singled and scored back in the 3rd. And he'll wave and a miss. So far today, Turpie looking for his first strikeout of the day. Ground ball back to the mound. They'll step in, throw, and get the sure outs. Tashner will advance to second. We'll bring up Peyton Miller. Miller 0 for 1 today. He lined out to 3rd and then drew a walk and scored back in the 3rd inning. Is that one missed? That one misses as well. 2-0. And as of the end of the game against Final Act last Thursday, Miller was hitting .308. And there's a strike throw back to second, and Tashner's back in head first. Neither of these catchers are afraid to throw it around. It's a good weapon to have for a team. Ground ball to first. Play is made by Gothard. He'll take it himself. Tashner will go to third. Now here's Brady Frost. And I gotta wonder what's gonna happen this time. First time up, Frost grounded into an unassisted double play at third base. Second time up, hit a fly ball to center that looked to be a routine sac fly that carried over the center fielder's head for E8 and scored a couple of runs. And now he takes one outside. At the very least, his line on the scorebook is creative. That's outside. Tasher taking a big secondary lead at third as well. Anything gets past Beering, it's probably going to result in a run. That's pulled foul and out of play down the left field line. Over toward the batting cage. Wind starting to shift again, blowing out to right. Runner is stealing, and Tasher taken off, and a balk will be called, and the run will score. Tasher had it stolen, looked like either way, but they're going to call the balk, will bring the run in. As working from his windup, some aggressive base running, and it's 7-2. Line drive in the gap, and that'll drop for a base hit. So Frost singles. So again, fun things happen when Brady Frost is at the plate. And here's McClowry. McClowry's 0 for 2, reached on an error and scored back in the third. Ground ball. And that's going to be an infield hit. There is no play. Third hit of the inning will bring up Evan Paik. Evans 1 for 2. He singled back in the third, drove in a run. So pop one foul out of play on a breaking ball. Rockets looking to break it open a little bit further. That's down. One and one for the Rockets center fielder. Come out to third, and that'll get the fielder's choice to end the inning, 5 unassisted. But the Rockets get a run on 3 hits with no errors and 2 runners left. We've played 4. It's 7-2 Neenah.
When you have a house full of kids, your water consumption is through the roof. But when the kids move out, the water usage goes down. But how long are they really gone for? With high-efficiency systems made by WaterCare, Maher Water Corporation can roll with any size-changing families. So call us today so we can help you with those water use issues. The laundry is still up to you.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can...
Is Marshfield's US Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Warm-up tosses for Jaden Karstens. We get ready for here the top of the order, due up in the top of the fifth. I think getting the pitch count, I think they had him at 66 for Jaden. If he continues to be economical like he was the past couple innings, should be able to get through at least two more. It'll be Mason Friend leading things off. He's 2 for 2, singled and scored back in the first. Another single back in the second. He'll pop one to shallow right. McClary, the call on the catch for out number 1. And here comes Mason Rohr. He's 0 for 2. Reached on an error and scored back in the first. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the second as he popped one to right that was miscommunicated and dropped, but then they had a force at third. So that's a little bit out. That's down 2-0. Umpire consistent in the low part of the zone, not giving anything below the knees today. That's high and tight. 3-0. Jaden trying to avoid his first walk of the day. And it's 4 straight. That breaks a streak of 8 in a row that had been retired. And we'll bring up the catcher, Ben Beering. He's 1 for 2. RBI single back in the first. Popped up to second. Is back in the second inning. Taking a look back at first. Rohr's back head first. That's down, blocked by Max Medrano. Of our 2 runs and 5 hits for Oshkosh West. All those came in the first 2 innings. They've left 4 on base. And another one that misses down. And the snap throw to first, though, back safely. And that hits the glove, strike 1. Top half of inning number 5, 7-2 Neenah. That's down, good block. Count goes 3-1 though. Strike 2 right on the outside corner. Count goes full with 1 out. And that's in the dirt. It's ball 4. So back-to-back walks will bring up Aiden Burns. Burnt 1 for 2, singled back in the first. As we'll have a meeting at the mound. So we'll have a courtesy runner for Oshkosh West. It's number 22, Andrew McCoy. Carson stays in the game. And fires in a strike. Strike 2. Hit the inside corner, that time hits the outside corner. And now, I think they're trusting Max. This could be one down in the dirt. Popped up. Infield fly rule. Catch is made for out number 2. So 2 down. Bring up Cole Krieger. Krieger's 0 for 2. Will pop up to short and a fly ball to right today. As Carson gets a new baseball. And he'll face the number 5 hitter, the DH today. Krieger, right-handed hitter, right on top of the plate. And he's a high fly ball to left. And a late call, and it drops. E8. As I think 3 different guys had called that at different points of the night. So now runners at the corners for Brady Block. He's 0 for 2. A fly out to center and a strikeout today. Slides up in the dirt, blocked by Max Medrano. So 3 runs on 5 hits. There's been 3 Neenah errors today. And a fair ball down the line. And it's going to be an RBI single. Both these runs this inning unearned. Bring up Rowan Martell. He's 0 for 2. Pop up in a strikeout today. Eventually gets someone's tire. Oh and 2 to Martell. That's inside. 1 and 2. Mars is trying to get out of this inning. 2 runs on a hit, couple of walks. There's been an error. That's fouled straight back. That's just in. Max tried to frame it a little bit. Doesn't get the call. 2-2. Line drive to second, right to Miller, and the inning is over. But Oshkosh West strikes for 2 runs on a hit. There was an error, and they leave 2. We played 5.5. It's 7-4 in favor of Neenah.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Our nice weather is precious. Don't let mosquitoes stop your family from enjoying a minute of it. Prepare, prevent, and protect with Mosquito Escape. Call or click today.
I really got to understand what...
Back here in Neenah Broadcasting Live, we had a change on the mound. For Oshkosh West, it'll be Chase Bauer making his second conference appearance this year. So your final line for Turpey, he went 4 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs, 3 of which were earned. He walked 1. I'll bring up Max Medrano. Sorry, he walked 2, I should say. Didn't strike anybody out. And there's a strike to Max. Max is 0 for 1, walked and reached on a fielder's choice today. So take that one down in the dirt. Colton Turpey right now on the hook for the decision. Again, he went 4 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs, 3 earned. A couple of walks, didn't strike anybody out. He did hit a batter and committed a balk. That's a fly ball to the gap in right center. On the run, that's down. Max rounds first, he's on his way to second, and he will get there with a leadoff double. And Carter Thomas will run for him. Now top of the order up, Hanselman. Chase is 2 for 3 today, and an RBI single back in the 3rd. That's down, and that's going to get by to the backstop. A wild pitch will get the runner to 3rd. Now you have to think about bringing the infield in. And they will do just that. In conference play, Chase Bauer still in the inning, giving up a hit and a run that was unearned and struck out a batter. And that's fouled off. Fly ball to right, goes foul. Our fielder's playing more toward the gap, and that there's a lot of room down the right field line. Hanswood just couldn't quite get it in play. Now counting on 1 and 2. And of course, stay tuned. Tomorrow night we'll be back here in Neenah for Rocket Girls Soccer. Tomorrow night at about 7 o'clock. Ground ball to third. Throw to first in time. Block makes play. He's had a really good day at third base. He's been impressive with the glove. Now here's Jaden Hackbarth. Hackbarth's 1 for 3. Actually made 2 outs in that third inning. Doubled and drove in a run back in the first. Big insurance run at third base. It's a double and a wild pitch. Got Thomas over. Madrano had the hit. And that's off the glove, and that will bring in a run. You need 2 on the pass ball. And the Rockets get one of those runs back. It's now 8-4. That one misses high and away. That is a swing ruled by the first base umpire. 2-1. Line drive to third, and once again, block. Makes the play. Now bring up Tashner. He's 2 for 2. A couple of runs scored. Also was hit by a pitch today. And he takes a strike. Ground right now, currently still 80 degrees outside. As that's fouled off Tashner's foot. He's now down 0-2. So we're getting a little bit of time to walk it off. Home plate umpire will brush off home plate. Bauer trying to get out of this inning. And that's just up. 1-2. And get to the fence. Tasher on his way to second, on his way to third, looking for 3, and he's going to get a triple. So Tasher with 3 hits today. Gets his first triple of the season. At 1 hop, the 385 sign. And here comes Eli Schmidt. Eli's 1 for 3, singled and scored back in that 5-run third. That's outside. As far in the 5th, a run in on 2 hits. There's been an error. That's inside. Throwback, fake throwback to third. But now it's 3-0 to Schmidt. Miller sits on deck. And taking all the way, he takes one right down Main Street. I know Tony La Russa was happy with that one. That's down low, ball 4. So here comes Peyton Miller. Miller's 0 for 2 today. Walked and scored back in the third. Now he's got a line out and a ground out. He's gone to each side of the diamond so far with his hits, with his swings. So recommendation, I'd avoid hitting it to third. Block's been really good. That's high. Ground ball in the hole. Their long throw to first is picked up on a bare hand, but it's an infield hit and an RBI. So Miller will get the run batted in. But I'm still kind of shocked by the play at first by Gauthier, who, knowing that the play could be made, went off the bag and picked it on the bare hand. So now here's Frost. And he'll pop one foul. And that one got the bumper. Frost again, the most adventurous hitter of the game so far. So he takes that one low. Snap throw to first, and he can't get the tag down if count goes to 1-1. Frost today 1 for 3. He reached out an error and scored back in the third, singled back in the fourth. Ground ball to short. Slow roller, and they'll take the force, and the inning is over. But the Rocket, there was an error, and they leave 2. We've played 5. It's 9-4 Neenah.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Jaden Carson's back out for what will likely be his final inning of work today, as his pitch count is at about 89 right now, according to the coaching staffs. And as he takes his warm-up tosses, a quick reminder that we got a special thank you goes towing. They help support this broadcast and Neenah Rocket Athletics this season. A big thanks to all of our great sponsors today, and also all of you listening and joining in today on Zaleski Sports. We 8-9-1 in the order for Oshkosh West. 2 runs each in the first and fifth. So far for Carsons, he's thrown 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 1 earned. There's been 3 Rocket errors, and he's left 6 runners on base. Yeah, so we'll bring up Gauthier. He's 0 for 2. A couple of ground outs today. Again, stay tuned. That misses in. It'll be Gauthier, Rebholz, and Friend. That's lined foul down the left field line. Count 1-2. So far today, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts for Karstens. That's out. Mexican tried to bring it over just a bit, but it stays a couple inches off that outside corner. That's outside. I gotta say, even though it's been a little tight, it's been a consistent zone today. Some good work by the umpires. You just gotta give credit where credit is due, and there's strike 3 called. That one may have extended the zone a little bit. I don't know if this is gonna be it, or if they're gonna make a move. Tasher talking to his starter, and he will take the baseball from Karstens. Looks like Brady Frost is gonna go in. So thumbs up off, and we will step aside as well as Frost will take his warm-up tosses. We'll be back after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crop season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Back here broadcasting from Neenah. A quick change, actually. Peyton Miller will step in and pitch. He'll go from the second. Brady Frost will enter the game. The DH is now off. He'll play first. Looks like Tasher moves over to third, and that should move Hackbarth over to second. Get Thursday against Fond du Lac through a scoreless inning. 3 up, 3 down. So those are the changes. Frost to first, Hackbarth to second, Tasher to third, and Miller to the mound. And now here's Zach Repholz. He is 1 for 2. He'll take one in. Final line for Jaden Karstens, doing 5 1/3. 6 hits, 4 runs, 1 earned, walked 2, struck out 4. He's on hook for the win right now. That's pulled foul. Swing and a miss. Miller bringing the heat a little bit on that one. Repholz that infield single back in the second. He grounded to short in the fourth. Ground ball once again to short. Hanselman picks it up. Off balance throw. The stretch. And the outs. And that play, outside of a nice play by Hanselman, that was partially made by the extreme length of Brady Frost at first. He makes the stretch. We'll bring at the top of the order. And Friend, he's 2 for 3. Flew out to right his last time up. A couple of singles today. Scored a run as well back in the first. That's low. That's on the inside corner. Strike 1. That's popped up. Frost calls it and makes the catch. So it ends up being a 1-2-3 inning And Oshkosh West is retired here in the 6th. We've played 5.5. Your score is Neenah 9 and Oshkosh West 4.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com. Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free, that's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
Back here from Neenah, another move for Oshkosh West. They'll bring in Andrew McCoy, left-hander. He'll get the 6th inning. Don't have any conference pitching numbers from McCoy. So we'll see what he does coming over the top with that left hand. Line for Bauer, an inning. 3 hits, 2 runs. They were earned with a walk. And he'll face McClowry, Pake, and he singled back in the 4th, reached on an error and scored in the 3rd. Also got a fly out to center today. And he'll take a strike. He's from where I'm sitting here on the top of the bleachers, almost straight on home plate. It looks like there's some good two-seam action on that fastball from McCoy. Kind of cuts back away from a left-handed hitter, or from a right-handed hitter, I should say. And so he'll cut through that one. I did see him throw a couple of curveballs during his warm-up. So we'll see if he breaks one out here. Working directly out of the stretch. Since that one misses down, he definitely rears back and fires it as well. One-two to McClowry. And he'll cut through a breaking ball and miss. It's the first strike of the day for Oshkosh West pitchers. That'll bring up Evan Pake. He's 1 for 3. He singled back in the 3rd, drove in a run. That's inside. And don't forget, following today, stay tuned for your Nacyville Dairy post-game show. Talk to Coach Sasher and very likely Brady Frost. And that comes back on the inside corner for a strike. Ball definitely having some movement. Pake was kind of leaning back. So that ball's got a little bit of tail. So if it's inside, you got to be either thinking left center or just go to right with it. Otherwise you're going to just roll over, and there's a foul tip. If you try and pull that straight left, you're going to roll over, and it's going to be an easy ground ball. Not sure how many left-handers are in the FVA, but always a good experience facing left-handers here in high school baseball. And time is called. He pops that one foul. McCoy comes set, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He chased outside the zone. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the 6th. Now here comes Max Medrano. He's 1 for 2. He doubled and his runner scored back in the 5th. He's reached base all 3 times and a walk and a fielder's choice. And right on the inside corner. So far, really good work from McCoy. And he chases. Strike 2. And that hit him. So Medrano takes first. As Thomas will head back out to run. Now we got a pinch hitter for Hanselman. And so Zach Evans will pinch hit. He'll hit for Hanselman. Chase went 2 for 4 today. Evans looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 3 this year. Left-handed hitter. That's high and tight. Playing here in the 6th, 9 for Neenah. Big inning, the 3rd, they scored 5. There's a curveball that stays up. That's down and away. 3-0. A couple of strikeouts hit batter, now a 3-0 count. Looks like Justin Ulmer is standing on deck. That's high. So there's a walk. So I'll bring up Ulmer. He's hitting 125. He's 1 of 8. He's got a double this year. And he'll take a strike. Ulmer hitting for Hackbarth. And Jaden 1 of 4 today. An RBI double back in the 1st. I think a lot of these guys are going to re-enter back in the 7th. And he'll wave at that one and miss. Off the front foot. McCoy trying to keep the score at 9-4. 2 on, 2 out. 0-2 count to the pinch hitter. And he grounds it to second. Throw in time, and that will end the inning. So no runs on no hits. They do leave 2. So we've played 6. Rockets looking to close it out, up 9-4 on Zaleski Sports.
Roof Tech LLC specializes in commercial roof coatings and spray foam. Roof Tech also services the entire state of Wisconsin. That's right, from La Crosse to Milwaukee, Eau Claire to Green Bay, Superior, Marshfield, Kenosha, Madison, Sheboygan, and everywhere in between. Roof Tech uses superior systems that can fully restore just about any roof in Wisconsin. Roof Tech is offering modern solutions for your roof's data dilemmas. See Roof Tech online at rooftechllc.com or Roof Tech LLC on Facebook.
When you get moving again, be safe and ready to go. Use your stimulus or tax return to save up to $150 on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. At Sherrill Tire and Service Center.
Get your car done right.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
Peyton Miller back out to try and close things out here in the 7th. He'll be facing 2, 3, and 4 in the Wildcat batting order. Due up Rohr, Beering, and Burnt. So Mason Rohr will step in. He is 0 for 2, walked and scored back in the 5th. He scored twice today. Reached on an error and scored on an error back in the 1st. Ground ball to 3rd. Tashner fields it, takes his time. Strong throw to 1st in time. That is trusting that right arm. And that'll bring up Ben Beering. He's 1 for 2. RBI single back in the 1st. Walked and scored back in the 5th. His runner did, which was actually McCoy. Looks like there'll be a pinch hitter due up next as well. Looks to be Samuel Heidel stands on deck. That's high. Swing and a miss on that one, 1-1. Again, looking ahead for the Rockets. They're back in action tomorrow at home. They're taking on Kaukauna. And Friday at Appleton North, Saturday at Appleton West. There's a swing and a miss, strike 2. For Oshkosh West, they're at Kimberly tomorrow, then back home against Appleton East on Wednesday, and then they play again on Friday against Kaukauna. So a busy week for both teams as we approach June. Curveball stays inside. Two balls and 2 strikes. And they're going to call him saying he went around. And that's out number 2. First strikeout for Miller. And here comes Heidel. Conference game this year, Heidel's 2 of 5. That's down. He's hitting for Burnt. Aiden Burnt to win 1 for 3 today with a single back in the 1st. That one's down as well, 2-0. Look up another pinch hitter on deck. Preston Vaughn if Heidel gets on base, and there's a strike, 2-1. He fouls that one off, 2-2. Miller a strike away from wrapping this one up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Peyton Miller trying to close this one and shut the door. That's foul tipped. Just staying alive. Once again, the 2-2. Game over. Off speed, got him swinging, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, nobody left. And your final score, it was Neenah 9 and Oshkosh West 4. Stay tuned. Your Nasonville Dairy postgame show is coming up next on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Back here from Neenah, your final 9-4 for the Rockets of Oshkosh West, and it's time now for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, they've got fresh cheese curds that are made daily, so visit NasonvilleDairy.com and see that full selection of cheese curds, cheeses, sausages, and other quality-made food and snacks. Even order a cheese and sausage tray for your next party or Neenah football, soccer, softball event, or other events today at NasonvilleDairy.com. Final line score today for Oshkosh West, 4 runs on 6 hits. They committed 4 errors, and they left 6 players on base. For the Rockets, 9 runs on 11 hits. They committed 3 errors. They left 11 on base. Jaden Carsons gets the win. He went 5 1/3, gave up 4 runs, 1 earned on 6 hits with 4 strikeouts and a couple of walks. Peyton Miller closed it out with an inning at 2/3 of perfect baseball with a couple of strikeouts. The loss drops to Colton Turpey. He went 4 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs, 3 earned, walked a couple. Bauer win an inning, gave up 3 hits and 2 runs, and McCoy went a scoreless inning, walked a man, hit a man, and struck out 2. Leading hitters today, and once again, Graydon Tashner with a great game at the plate. He reached base 4 times, went 3 for 3. His runner scored 3 times. He with 2 singles and a triple today for the Neenah Rockets. Again, Rockets win this one 9-4. We'll take another break, come back, talk to Coach Tashner and our Nasonville Dairy postgame show right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crop season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop, whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
When you have a house full of kids, your water consumption is through the roof.